And the volume's not plugged in. The volume. Well, it's Sunday, and Wizard said I could go ahead and set up a stream on his channel, so here we are. I can watch the rest of Mo's video later. He did not need me on the panel tonight, so here I be. I told him, you know, I love him. He knows I love him. How are you guys? Wow, man. The last couple days, wow. Talk about bombshell news. But today, besides the point, let's just say it like it is. Some of time, probably midnight, some of you past Mother's Day time, but you know what? Every day is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers who are subscribed to this channel, to all the wonderful moms who are watching this video. Maybe in the next couple minutes, we are by ourselves right now, or I am by myself. So thank you to all the wonderful mothers for everything you do. You know, reach out to our mothers, our grandmothers, our sisters, our brothers, our friends, and everybody, and maybe do a virtual phone call and remind to all those wonderful mothers how special they are to you. All the wonderful things and cherish the memories that you guys did have with the past Mother's Day. I know it sucks right now. I'm used to going into the zoo in the morning time. You know, it was beautiful weather last Mother's Day, so we went to the zoo. Even if it was cold, I wanted to go to the zoo in the morning. That was my thing. But now we can't even do that. So, you know, I am blessed. I am grateful. I got the cards from the kids. I did get a gift from my husband and the kids, and my brother sent the wireless PA system for when I go to DC and stuff like that. So I did have wonderful Mother's Day. So again, I hope each and every one of you guys have had a wonderful Mother's Day. Man, there's some videos out there. I played the beginning of that meeting with the Republicans of the Congress when our Trump met with the Republican congressmen in the White House. So if you guys would like to finish the rest of that video, we can do that if you put it in the chat. If you want to watch the recent Dan Bongino video, we could do that. So we can do that tonight. You know, at the end of the stream, sometimes when I'm all by myself or I'm here with Tow Truck or Florida or even Wizard, sometimes we like to watch videos just because of all the stuff that's, you know, been going on with the latest breaking news. No one's talking about it, not even Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, Good Morning America, not even touching it, PBS News, not even touching it, all this recent news going on with Obama. Well, Sally Yates just recently spilled the beans. She literally said this, that Obama did say this and did that. So we're starting to watch things unfold. Hashtag Obamagate. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing to Wizard's channel. I am Michelle. I am not the host of the channel. He is not here right now. I am a guest. I'd appreciate it if you would like to come on this panel, have a discussion. You know, sometimes we not always agree to agree with each other. Sometimes we disagree, but that's what makes this country so great. That's what this channel is for. There are rules. If I share the link and you come on this panel, you must show yourself on screen. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, I have to see that you're an adult and you're old enough to be here and that you have your clothes on. No offense. I don't want to look at nobody naked. I don't care how beautiful you are. So I'll be sharing that link in the chat here in a second. And again, thank you for all being here. Share this stream out because YouTube is not sending out notifications. And not just to my channel, but hundreds of channels out there that are conservative, like Wizard's channel. YouTube is playing games. Sorry about the back noise. Again, make sure you hit the thumbs up. So I guess I'm just going to sit here and wait for people to join. Excuse me. Anything in the news? Let's see. Oh, now we know. Get this. John Podesta, interesting, just popped up on Gateway Pundit News. John Podesta admits in testimony both DNC and Hillary campaigns split the cost for the bogus Trump-Russia dossier that launched the corporation. Corp is C-O-U-P. Man, ever since these transcripts have been released, guys, the very same transcripts that Adam Schiff prevented from us to see or didn't want us to see. And now that Trump's attorney or the attorney requested it and it's been released, it's just mind-blowing. I'm still trying to get my hands on this transcript. So if anybody in the chat room has read the transcript or know where I can get a copy of it, I know I tried going to the actual government page, but for some reason I can't load it. So I don't know if there's a problem on my end or maybe you all experienced it. But if you have a copy of these recent transcripts, the very one that I just talked about in this article, please post the link in the chat. If you are a mod, of course, you can post link. If you are not a mod, please email me at traintrump3@gmail.com. Again, traintrump3@gmail.com. After that, and I spent at least a day reading these transcripts, I will share all the information with you guys. I've heard the people who've read the transcripts, just personal YouTubers, conservative news channels, and personal independent journalists like I, who are reading these articles, have said it's mind-blowing. And when these documents were released, it fits the puzzle completely together of everything that we have been saying since day one. So we have 5 people in the chat, but I don't see 5 people in the chat room. So they might be on Twitch, and they might be on DLive or whatever. I am unable to open Twitch at the same time and YouTube at the same time and DLive at the same time and Restream at the same time. Little confusing, and it takes a lot of time to do that, and I'm not experienced. Hell, I'm not even experienced being a mod. So I'm unable to read all the chat rooms. For some reason, lately, Restream, when you are typing maybe on Twitch or Discord or YouTube or whatever, it doesn't all show up all at one place like it used to. I have no control over that. Long ago, I used to be able to read from every platform just on one page. But again, for some reason, that's not working. So I don't know if anybody got the link to join the chat. Again, I will post it in the chat room here on YouTube. Oh, we already got a thumbs down. Thank you for your view. Thank you for being the coward that you are, who goes around just hit the thumbs down and runs away. You don't win nothing with me. At least use your political views or your religious views. Type in the chat and the reason why you disapprove of this topic tonight. And this channel is to talk about whatever. And again, not everyone is going to agree with each other. Sometimes we're going to disagree with each other. But it doesn't mean you're not allowed. You are allowed here. As long as you respect the people in the chat room, respect the people on the channel and the panel, and everybody's welcome. Brothers and sisters, I don't care if you're brown or if you're white, if you're pink, purple dotted, striped like a zebra. You are welcome here. And I have no hate in my heart, even for these deep state corrupted Democrats. I wouldn't call it a hate, it's dislike. Because hate is a strong word, and Jesus wouldn't want me to hate. Yes, I am very upset and disappointed with the way things have been going. This whole COVID-19 thing is out of control. I believe it's a psychological war that we're in right now, and some people are buying it. Like wearing your mask. I want everybody to know tonight there's no law saying that you have to wear these masks. There's no law stating that you can't keep your small business tattoo shop open or your used sports store. Okay? There's no law saying that you have to keep your church closed. Again, this is all a psychological thing, and the deep state Democrats, along with the media, they're all in bed together. You have Governor Cuomo, Governor Northam, Governor Wolf, Governor Newsom from California, all requesting Trump to give them millions and millions of dollars. And Trump can't ask where this money is going, and they can spend it on whatever they want. And I hope that President Trump doesn't give them a dime. Because the reason why we're at where we are in this state of New York, because of Andrew Cuomo, has nothing to do with President Trump's doing at all. The way Illinois, the governor or the county and the districts, and the reason why it's shithole is because of the governor. Same thing with California. They're responsible for their states. How many times does President Trump have to give Andrew Cuomo money? I mean, look at the ventilator stuff. That thing was all live by Andrew Cuomo. And he got called out for it, too. And now he's saying June 3rd, he's going to keep the state closed. The Democrats rather see this economy fail. What does that say about them? If they want the economy to fail, that means they want small businesses to close down permanently and factories to close. Factories be sent out overseas to China and sell this company over there and over there. They want this whole economy to fail completely. What does that say about the Democrats? Are they somebody who you want to vote for? Are they somebody who you want running your state or your district or your town? Someone who will represent your grandchildren in the future? If we, the people, don't start taking a stand and saying no, they're going to keep getting control. And the more control, the more control. And I'm not just saying the Democrats tonight, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. Whatever you want to be called tonight, it is from both sides. Both sides. And if you think I'm wrong, type in the chat. I want to see why you think I'm wrong. Bruce, good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know where everyone is tonight. Let me know. Let me see if I can text Wizard. I mean, I get so frustrated just thinking of how people like Schumer and Feinstein and Nadler and Elijah Cummings at the time. I know he's dead now, but how are these people getting reelected over and over again? You do your homework, you go on their district, you go on the Congress's website and the Senate's website, and you see what bills they've written or what bills they've passed or what bills they've rejected. And it's like, I don't know why these people don't do their homework, who they're voting for, and seeing what they've doing for their own communities, their own districts. I mean, take a look at San Francisco, for crying out loud. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment to be for an American and a Californian who lives in San Francisco. For that businesswoman who's maybe run and had her family for the last 3 decades run a bakery. And what a shame that she has to close down because of all the public homelessness on the sidewalks. Some say that the smell of urine and shit is so bad they had to close down. Some say they have it cleaned up and it's still not good enough. Some business owners say people shoot up needles right in front of these small businesses. Coffee shops who have those little outside table settings. What kind of customer wants to sit outside at a table and watch people shoot up? I know I wouldn't. I've watched videos of drug dealers shooting up on drugs and on bath salts and meth heads. And you know they're using because you're watching these videos and you want to feel sorry for them. They actually make you cry watching these videos. They break your heart because you're seeing so many young people, and it's the young generation, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, the millennials, who this is affecting. You have veterans who choose to use these drugs to hide the physical pain and the emotional pain that they're going through from being at war. 3 or 4 tours in Iraq, they come back home. They train you in the Marines to kill, 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 and that's what they did. Maybe they had to kill a child while they were there, or watched a family like that innocently killed. They come home, and it's like the VA throws them away. I'm not saying all soldiers and all people who are, honorably discharged from the military are treated this way, because many people have been treated fairly and, in fact, even better. But the VA is not even perfect yet. The system is nowhere near perfect. And then when you watch these young veterans on video in San Francisco, sleeping on the streets of San Francisco, under the influence of these deadly drugs. And it makes your heart ache, you know? It makes you ask, well, where are their parents? Or, why is it at that point that the way they are? And the VA fails these young veterans. All right, now let's take the VA out of it. You have these young children who are born into foster care because their parents are incarcerated, or one's incarcerated and maybe they live with their grandparents and the grandparents deceased. They get thrown into the system, going from one home to another, one abusive situation into another. What happens is the state of California and all states across the United States, once they reach 18, which is accountable, what they say, the age of accountability is 18, and that's the way they look at it. You know what they do with those young 18-year-olds, the young boys and girls? They throw them to the streets. For those ones that maybe not be very, very smart, who have opportunities, maybe had a really high GPA in high school, maybe got a full scholarship. Some do prevail. But what happens to the ones that don't prevail? The ones that get left behind, like the ones with learning disabilities. What happens to those foster children that get sent to the streets? What do they turn to? Drugs, prostitution, gangs. And if you look at it, the foster care system failed them. The state failed them. Hey, AZ, good to see you. Uncle Bubba, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. This is the stuff that keeps me up at night that I think of. This is the stuff that gets me aggravated, and seeing it. This happens every single day. And here we have the media. Like I said, CNN, MSNBC, all of them. I could list the whole names of these news media who are completely ignoring what's going on every single day in this country. We have far more people dying from overdoses than the COVID-19. It just blows my mind. Hey, Battery, good to see you. I want to put the chat link because I'm tired of being the only one in here. Anybody disagree with me? Please don't be afraid. Tell me in the chat you disagree. You know, this whole economy is going to collapse as long as we allow the Democrats to keep control. And some people, and it blows my mind, that are going with it. It's like I told my husband today. I looked right at him. I said, I know you're the head of this house, but do not request me again to wear this mask. Because I was sent some very important information from a friend of mine, Renee, who said and sent an article about the dangers of wearing a mask. Hey, Battery, good to see you.
Yeah, didn't get any notification.
Yeah, happens all the time. I'm not crying at all. I'm aggravated because so many people are brainwashed with this whole thing and they don't realize all this COVID corona is such a psychological game and some people are buying it. Some people, like the pawn shop, the paint shop by me, and like I said, I went to Fredonia the other day to send out packages to people and mail out Trump flags and stuff like that. I try to get stuff done once a month, but all at once. And these people were telling me they finally opened their doors because they realized there's no law saying they can't, which there weren't, and there's not. What do you think about it, Battery? You think we should be opening up and just getting this economy going again?
Yeah. All you have to do is look at Sweden, what they're doing. They didn't lock anything down.
Yeah.
They're no worse off than we are.
New York is going to fall apart because so many people are unemployment because they realize they're getting more by being off unemployment. Then you're going to have those people who enjoy that. Then you got the people who do want to go back to work because they realize the outcome is bigger. So how have you been today, Battery?
Well, I tried working outside, but it got too hot.
Lucky you. It's snowing here.
Yeah, I got to about 85 today, but it was, compared to yesterday, it was muggy. It was 87 yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So it was cooler today, but it was hot earlier.
Got a bunch of these for Mother's Day and some cards for the kids.
Yeah, I can't have those.
You can't have chocolate?
Nope.
Well,
Unless I get a low sugar.
You're not the first to say it. Were you always like that, Battery, or no? Can I ask you, do you miss it?
Not really.
Not really?
I never ate that much chocolate anyway.
Oh. Our D.U. Bula 1000, I think, said, tell Battery you're my hero. I guess you have a huge fan on Twitch. Can you see the chat room?
Huge fan of what?
Of you.
Okay. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. I'm going to read this. It says, hi, I'm just letting you know now to be careful. I live in a country where my First Amendment right says I can speak. If anybody shall not like that, then don't watch me. All right, let's continue what this person says. A lot of people on Twitch are definitely not going to like this stream. Too bad, so sad. I'm not sure if you're the supporters that fight for good cause or just fight because you're racist. Not saying you are. I'm saying if you are, that you will get banned from Twitch and you are fighting for good cause. Do your best and don't let people discourage you. I'm good, and I'm a pro-life warrior, so of course I fight for a good cause.
Can you be racist if you're a minority?
I'm a racist just for wearing this hat, people think.
Yeah, I get that too. But I'm a minority, so.
Right? No, I'm not banning nobody. You said nothing wrong. I'm just saying here, the government's discouraging.
Well, he's not, or he or she is not completely wrong here. We're not racist.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a racist. You're not a racist. But there are racism going on. And very clear that Planned Parenthood is just one of
Planned
them.
Parenthood is racist.
Big time racist organization.
They put Planned Parenthoods where they want to eliminate people.
Yep.
They put them on the reservation. They put them in minority neighborhoods in major cities.
That's right. They might as well have a blinking sign for them saying, "Come here, we'll help you." We need more rules here. No, we don't need any more rules. And like I said, you must, if you want to come on the panel, you got to show yourself. And if
you want us to do rules like the liberals do?
That's very true. Liberals are about the rules and control. I think we have
they change the rules
here
to suit themselves.
3 rules here. If you want to come on the panel, show yourself, and then you can go to audio. Secondly, be respectful people in the chat. And number 3, most of all, don't be a dick.
Pretty simple.
And this is not my channel. This is our channel.
Yeah, there was a bad actor in the room last night, but nobody reacted harshly.
Yeah.
Kind of left on his own.
Yeah. The more you ignore him, that's you know what I mean? Better.
Hey, can you say Richard and Robert had a rabbit? Can you say that without any R's?
Richard and Robert had a rabbit. Can you say that without using R's? Sorry, guys. No, I can't even imagine.
Bob and Dick have a bunny.
That was good. Oh, that was really, really good. Buffalo Bills, good to see you guys. Come on into the chat. I'm wide awake.
You know, that guy back in the old West days called Buffalo Bill. He got the name because of the bison, which are not really buffalo, but it doesn't sound as cool to say Bison Bill.
Not many buffaloes around. I know they're going extinct. That's what they were telling me at the zoo last year.
There's buffalo in Africa. There's buffalo in Asia, but not North America.
Yep.
That's bison.
Bison. There's a difference. You're right. And my grandfather told me the difference too, but I forgot.
But it's acceptable to call them North American buffalo.
Right. So did you do anything for Mother's Day? Did you cook?
Yeah, I called my mother.
Well, that's good.
I was the third in line.
Yeah.
My younger brother called first. Then my older brother / conversion sister called second. And then me. And I'm the middle.
You're the middle child. Middle child's always the worst, trust me.
Yeah.
I was the baby until all the foster kids started really coming.
My older brother was using my younger brother to team up on me.
Oh boy. Was that like your whole childhood, or is that just now?
Well, I'm 8 years older than my younger brother. And older is 3 years older.
Gotcha.
After me, my mother got her tubes tied. It worked for a while. But 8 years later, you're getting a little brother.
Oh boy. I think
on Christmas Eve, no less.
I don't know. I think sisters are more fun, but brothers are, I guess, easier. That's what everyone says, but I'm opposite. Brothers are the best. They protect you. They look out for you.
Okay.
Play sports with them.
My older one,
Mm-hmm.
he likes the socialist. My younger brother, he likes Trump. And Trump could do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Always in the middle.
It's hard to have relationships with our family when they hate Trump. Like
I could get
my
in an
dad.
argument with my younger brother about Trump.
Yeah, my dad
Even though
too.
we both support Trump. Because I can see things he does wrong.
He's not perfect.
No, nobody is.
That's right. Well, God is, but yeah.
Well, there's only been one perfect human. And he was
Jesus.
God in human form.
That's right.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you.
I wasn't always a Trump supporter. But during the election, when Trump was the clear winner in the primaries, I went and got a Trump sticker and put it on my truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm driving down our main street, which goes through this town, Milwaukee, and it goes on into Portland. Well, I got close to Portland underneath what's called the Ross Island Bridge, and this guy saw my sticker. He didn't like it. He started yelling at me from his car. My window was up, his window was up, but I didn't stop him, and he didn't see the car stop in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
So he ran into it. And I was laughing. Like, wow, he got what he deserved, and then I almost hit the car in front of me.
So funny when stuff like that happens, but then it comes back on us.
I wear this everywhere. I
Yeah.
haven't got a single negative response.
Oh, I do. People like at Walmart, poop Trump, and then like they come up to you and say,
At Walmart?
Yeah, at Walmart.
I
Right
thought
by
that was
me.
supposed to be a Trump supporter.
It is,
store.
But because of the neighborhood, it's not the employees, it's the customers. And the one day, they walked right up to me, said, "Fuck Trump."
Hey, Bubba.
And then he started blaming President Trump for not providing for his family. And I was like, "Oh, you're one of those." And I walked away.
A loser that blames others.
Well, not just that. It's just whose responsibility is it for him to put food on that table? Trump's or his? That's common sense. I want my mommy. I miss my mom too. I miss her. She passed away in 2003.
Well, my parents did a pretty good job, I think.
Mine did, even though I struggled for a bit with her through addiction.
Through most of my childhood, my father drank too much.
My mom.
And wasn't home much because he was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't years, many years after he left the military, probably like 15, 20 years after,
mm-hmm.
he quit drinking. So we had all that time with him at home.
Yeah.
Always drinking.
Yeah, that's hard watching our parents or a parent go through that. Hey, Bubba.
Hey. What y'all doing?
Nothing, just chit-chatting. Mother's Day. I began a rant in the beginning of the video.
Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day, Michelle.
Well, thank you. Got some ammo, and like I said, my brother sent this to me. It's a wireless PA system for when I go to DC. Came with a wireless.
Yeah, I saw that already.
Yeah, microphone. Nothing real fancy. Loud enough for people to hear. That's all I care.
Yeah, that'll be fine until some liberal walks up and knocks it to the ground.
Yeah, that's why he didn't buy nothing expensive. I think it was less than $50. So.
I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Issues around here.
Well, next time I go to DC, I'm going to set up with a table and everything.
Any of you ever watched The Colored Conservatives?
The Colored Conservatives? No.
Or
is it a YouTube channel?
Operation Cold Front.
Operation Cold Front.
It's in Seattle.
Is it
two guys,
also a YouTube channel?
One is Muslim, and the other one is obviously a minority also,
Okay.
and they love Trump. And
You'd be
they like to go
surprised.
around They like to go around Seattle holding up a sign that says, "It's okay to be white."
Hmm. That's good. There's a lot of foreigners in DC who I was surprised that support the president, especially the Uber drivers.
Did you see that cop video where he was railing against the cops that are following these illegal orders?
No, you'll have to send me the link, or I would like to watch
I
that.
never did get the link. It was on somebody else's video.
Um,
I'll have to look for it.
Can you be more specific? Like, was it was police officers and maybe they were pulling somebody over, or
No. He was just talking to the camera
talking to the camera
in his
about
police car in uniform.
in uniform? Okay, all right.
He said he was fortunate that his department is against following illegal orders.
Right.
And
okay.
going against the Constitution.
I
That's a
seen
good
that.
thing.
It basically, his whole rant was about all these officers following orders that are illegal.
Which we've seen in New York City and Texas and so
like
on.
that one recently where somebody was in a Walmart without a mask.
Yeah.
Cop showed up, slammed her to the ground.
I'd get a cop shot here.
All this stuff that's happening. These people get good lawyers. They can sue.
Especially a Constitution lawyer. That's who I would hire. Don't go after a private attorney or an injury lawyer. Find yourself a constitutionist and people who stand with that.
Give Jay Sekulow some business.
Right? He probably would do it even pro bono just to put it on air.
Just don't get a constitutional lawyer like Obama.
Yeah, I'm not saying all constitutional lawyers are good, because you got the ones that are called the non-constitutionalists.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, Obama's getting more vocal against Trump now.
Oh, did you
stuff's
did
being
you see
exposed?
that video? Were you here last night when I posted the video that was linked?
Yeah.
That private call.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it all.
I listened to it 3 times, even though it's really short. You could hear the.
Oh, yeah, it's morning where you are, Colonel Shaw.
I don't know what kind of voice you would say, but not like a panic, but like an, oh my God.
Look, Colonel Shaw, it's nighttime here.
Yeah, I think Obama realizes he's going down. Good to see you, Colonel Shaw.
Earth is rainbow.
I can't believe what we're finding out, though. I mean, just today, an article popped up saying John Podesta admits in testimony both the DNC and Hillary campaign split the cost for the bogus Trump-Russia dozer. Now, ever since these documents, I would say Adam Schiff documents have been released, Democrats are shitting themselves.
Oh,
why?
And
I'm trying to get my hands on the real copies, but the real website for Congress.org or whatever is not working right now for me.
I was watching Tim.
Nobody's going to do anything about it.
Has anybody read those recent documents that were released? The original ones from the House Democrats, people like Adam Schiff.
That cop video was on Amazing Lucas.
Amazing Lucas. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I love that guy.
I vote for Hans 2024.
Tim Pool had a pretty good show on what's going on against the Obama administration. Oh my gosh, that's water. I've been drinking way too much soda today. I had a lot of ice.
Oh, here it is. I think this is the link. I'll just put it in the chat.
Oh, you should see what I'm...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bubba.
I seen some smart water today. What the hell is that?
It's got vitamins in it.
Oh,
The
okay.
water's not smart. It's just smart to drink it.
Well, I didn't see any like 3.5 millimeter jacks on it or nothing. And I was like,
And we opened up.
how smart can it be?
I was watching Tim Pool today, and he's talking about the same subject of what's going on with Obama and Schiff and all these Democrats. Saying there's evidence coming out now. People are going down.
Oh God! Hey guys, can you hear me good?
Yeah. You're not very loud, though.
Well, that's because I got a crap mic. Can you hear me better now?
No, but I can hear you okay.
Okay, well, so you know that there was an attempted coup in Venezuela, right?
Nope. Well, cerebral, yeah.
This was an ex-Green Beret. Now, that dude Maduro, whatever his name is, has like a $15 million bounty on his head offered by the U.S. So,
Dang, you don't have much.
yeah, but
Trump's
still.
got 80.
And and then his general is another 10 million, so they were getting that guy too. But th- this is an ex Green Beret, and I'm not putting down Green Berets at all, but this guy was only an E6. So
Hey, I
he
was
led,
E6.
he led a team. It's not like he's a tactician.
No,
It's
not
not
really.
it's not like he's a general, right? So originally he had like 300 guys on board to go do this thing. And of course, they were supposed to hook up in Colombia, and there were ex Navy SEALs there to help train uh, people, and
Huckleberry.
only half the people showed up. Uh, None of their equipment arrived. Well, this is what happened. The Colombians, anyway, they wound up with 60 dudes, and the Colombians told on them. As a matter of fact, Maduro's guys paid for a few of their meetings. And when they landed on the beach in broad daylight to attempt to take the airport, in broad daylight, the Venezuelan military swooped in and captured them. And they were like, we knew everything. We knew all about it. As a matter of fact, an Associated Press article came out detailing the plan before it went down. So that was like the biggest failure in fucking history. And
Worse than the Bosch rescue by Carter.
yeah, it's even worse than that. Please look into it, because it would be sad if it wasn't so hilariously inept.
Where are you from, Bubba?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. I had a buddy from Tennessee. I was down in the South for training most of my, basic training in my Army school,
Where'd you go?
and I picked up a few things from the Southerners in my speech pattern, but not enough to really affect me. I get over to Germany, and this guy shows up from Tennessee, and bam, I got a Southern accent. I'm like, what the heck? I've since lost it, though.
You started saying shit like this'n?
Huh?
You started saying shit like this'n?
No, I
Fixing
don't remember hearing him say that.
fixing to?
But I started saying y'all more.
Y'all. That's pretty widespread.
I've always used that, but it sounded more Southern.
You ever hear anybody say "bless your heart"?
Yeah,
That's not a
I
term of endearment.
I have family down in Kansas.
Kansas. I ain't never been out that way. I've been.
They talk a little bit like you.
Oh yeah. Well, I talk a little different. Uh, I used
You
to
do sound
sound.
like you're from Tennessee.
I used to
His
sound
name,
so information that people couldn't
his last
understand.
name was Rice. I don't remember his first name.
Uh, but I had to work on my speech,
He was
so
maybe he was
I don't,
maybe
don't sound like.
5'6", red hair, stocky.
It sounds about right. A lot of Scotch Irish here. I'm of Dutch stock, though.
Wow.
Well, I guess somebody hit the wrong button. Welcome to the Bubba Show. Uh, we got a hell of a lineup for you. Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld will be joining us tonight. Special musical guest includes the ghost of Tom Petty and Elvis.
That's just you, Mark. Uncle Bubba.
Well, I mean, I know a few tricks. It's dark. Found a coin. What's that behind your ear, chat? Oh my God! It was a quarter. It was a quarter the whole time. Okay. What do you think about that? Oh boy. Look at the chat real quick. Everybody go. Nobody even said bye.
I just left.
I ain't fixing the same.
Hi, Mark.
I ain't doing it. Hmm.
Everybody just left.
Do I have to sit here and like hold the place, or what do I do? Well, what what you think about this, Hansy?
I don't know
There
what
I
the
am.
hell happened, but just because I just exposed what I did and said I was going to talk about those documents, YouTube shut me down like instantly.
Hmm.
See, there is a little man
I dropped
behind the
out for some
curtains.
reason.
I'm going to type that back in too. They can't
Left poor
silence
Bubba all
me.
alone.
There's a man on the wing. Some thing on the wing.
Shoot, the battery's going.
Y'all know what that's from?
What?
20,000 Feet, Twilight Zone episode with William Shatner.
Oh, with a gremlin on the outside of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
That was a great one. Well, not really. I didn't like it as much as some of the regulars, but I have seen. This is like an accomplishment. I've seen every episode of Twilight
Some
Zone
of his best acting.
at least twice. My favorites
On-
include.
Only a little bit of overacting.
Yeah,
You saved that for Star Trek.
my favorites were Man's Best Friend, Still Valley, and Time Enough at Last. Them hit me deep.
I just finished another season of Star Trek Discovery.
I have not watched Star Trek Discovery. I watched
It's a pretty unfortunate acronym, STD.
FTD.
Yeah, The original series is TOS, and you have Next Generation, TNG, Deep
I watched
Space Nine, DS9.
TV was a little different here. It was like a generation behind. So growing up in the 80s, I was watching shows from the 60s and before that, mostly.
Yeah, my parents watched those old shows.
So
In fact, I watched all the Star Trek with my father. That's one thing we did together.
Cool.
spend any time with me, it becomes apparent that the Three Stooges were there in my formative years. Oh, show. Twilight Zone. I did not like 18. I preferred to watch Combat.
What you talking about, fool?
As far as Star Trek goes, I like the original series, and then I like Next Generation. And I watched a little bit of Deep Space Nine, but not much.
Hi, Huckleberry.
Yeah, then they brought in Babylon 5, which is totally unrelated. But that had Melissa Gilbert.
Oh, if you guys want a good sci-fi show, like a really good sci-fi show, look up. It's called Farscape.
Yeah, I've seen it. I
Farscape.
preferred Stargate. Two of the Farscape stars went to Stargate.
Man, I used to watch Hercules, the one with Kevin Sorbo.
Cut him out of water. Yeah, he's kind of blacklisted in Hollywood now.
Why? Because he's pro-Christian.
Yeah, he's a Christian conservative.
Yep.
So they don't want him. He's making it on his own. Got his own production company. Doing fine.
You know the greatest actor known to man, Nick Cage, kind of got blackballed a little bit for Left Behind, which I thought was really good.
He was in Left Behind?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Was it the remake?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because it was Kurt.
You're thinking about the one with Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really good. To be honest.
Yeah, the remake really didn't cover that much. I was like waiting for the sequel.
Oh boy, I'm down to my homemade smoke.
Better for you.
Man down. Yes, I will.
Wizard makes his own. No, it's not Wizard. Ben makes his own.
Yeah.
He has the casings. He just drops them in a bin, throws in the tobacco, and it fills them up.
That's what I do. But mine come out short because my machine is old.
The problem is that fiberglass filter.
Mine's cotton. And sometimes old butts and make fire starters out of them.
In Southeast Asia, they have the highest smoker rate and the lowest lung cancer. They don't have filters.
Hey, Huck, it was good seeing you.
Huck leaving?
Who's leaving?
I'm on the wrong one. Justice.gov/stories/report PDF. Do PDFs stay on your phone?
Yeah, they do. I'm trying to find the most recent documents that Adam Schiff, the ones that he's sweating about, the whole Russia hoax one. In those documents, what I'm looking for are all those closed-door meetings. Well, all those documents have been finally released to the public. The problem is I can't find a link on that. I'll be
I
right
want to
back,
see
guys.
him sweating after he gets
Oh,
indicted.
me too. Me too. I'll read. I don't care if it's 1,000 pages. I want to read it. Problem is, I can't find the link. I'll be right back.
All right, so I'm gonna tell
Oops,
you
sorry.
Ow! You stepped on my foot.
Whoops. Go ahead.
She said, "Ow, sorry." I'm like, "Ow, you stepped on my foot."
Well, as you know, I live in a car, so I went to the lake today, and I decided I needed to hone my nighttime skills. You know, you gotta practice things. So I threw up a four-sided shelter with a square tarp uh, to bathe in, and washed myself up, fished a little bit, got interrupted by some fucking meth heads with some dogs, and yeah, ate pretty good. I had a great day today. It was pretty.
So
Uh,
you're living in your car right now?
but yeah,
Kind of like airing the tires.
I just wish I had the job Aaron's got. I
I
love
like
doing.
hearing about Aaron's road trips.
Well, I don't like doing
He's like
that.
Cheech and Chong together.
Hey, yeah, he's Cheech. He is Cheech and Chong. But I don't do that. I kind of wish I did. I wish I smoked pot instead of drink. But
I don't drink that much.
I don't now.
My father did, and my younger brother does now too. But it's kind of skipped me. I used to party on weekends when I was over in Germany, but that's about it. That's like 3 months, and then I mellowed out. I was there for a year and a half.
It's my background. I'm like white trash.
I like Michelle's chair.
I didn't say that. I think it's the same chair PewDiePie has.
I don't know. Never seen PewDiePie.
I forget sometimes. You know, I mostly watch gaming channels and stuff and survival stuff. I don't really watch a lot of fishing stuff because it makes me.
I watch
Yeah,
prepping stuff. I watch gardening shows. I like to watch electronics stuff. Mostly stuff you need when you want to prep.
have you ever heard of called Learn Organic Gardening with John?
What is it again?
Learn Organic Gardening with John.
No, I don't know that one. There's so many out there.
That guy is on it.
I've been watching these shows. They were several of them using rain gutters,
Yeah.
and they put Walmart shopping bags on top of it filled with dirt, and a little cup in the bottom of it, and the potting soil goes down into that. So when the water goes in there, it wicks up into the plant.
Oh,
And
nice.
because the bag is fabric, the roots go to the edge of the bag and trim themselves. So the roots grow bigger and stronger because they do self pruning.
So if it
You don't
was
have to water them. You build this trough with a rain gutter, seal both ends, and on one end you hook up a float valve. So when the water level drops, it turns on the water. And then when the float comes up to a certain point, it stops the flow. So you never have too much water. And with that system, I'm expecting that I can hook this up to my rain barrels and not have to put a pump on it.
One sec. Hey Hans, I'm sorry about your friend, bud. And what's your infection from? Hans did not have a great weekend.
How have you guys all been? How are you guys doing to all this game that were being played? This whole COVID-19 crap. I found that link, Battery.
I'm
I'll
waiting
be
for the
posting
video
it
game.
in the chat. That link that I was just talking about. I think it's on here. And it's all available to the public, and a lot of people are saying who read it, a lot of independent journalists who are on YouTube, who go YouTube live on their channels, or if they go live on Facebook, they're all recently talking about it. And I guess it's a lot of like I told you so stuff. Like Adam Schiff should definitely be questioned. He should definitely be arrested. Like, this is why he didn't want this stuff released. I knew from the very beginning that this was a hoax. And now it's just like all the puzzle pieces are coming together as this transcripts are being released.
Well, here's the thing about that. We all know that.
Yeah.
In fact, we all know a whole bunch
I don't know what you're. I don't know. Was that. Now I can hear.
Eric Holder, the Clintons, Barack Obama. I'm talking Benghazi, Fast and Furious, and Federal anything. Not a COVID hoax.
Look what I found.
Nobody's getting arrested.
Oh my
Nope.
goodness. Not what I was looking for.
That's funny.
That's cool. Dang it. I always lose those.
We can call it officially the Obama Gate.
Yeah.
And he
Everything's
can,
a gate.
even though he's not a sitting president, he still can be impeached.
He's getting quite vocal. That's cool.
We want him to.
He needs to get shut up with a noose.
Oh, any smart, intelligent lawyer would tell him a long time ago to keep his trap shut, but people like him can't. It's not in their blood. It's I want to blame game. That's what you call it. And not only him, but a long list of people I can mention tonight are on that same boat.
Him and his husband, Big Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that dude keeps his beard down. What y'all think it is? Estrogen injections or what?
What was that?
I wonder how Barack's husband keeps his beard down. Estrogen injections or
Michael Obama.
Michael Obama. There you go.
right.
Battery said, or not battery, but just let everybody know tonight, Wizard said he did not have enough battery. Whatever that means, I guess he relies on batteries to go live. He said his batteries are almost dead, or else he would be here tonight with us. So just to let everybody know, where Wizard is, that's where he is.
He's off grid and he has limited battery.
Yeah, I asked him, do you have to buy new batteries, or like what can I do to help you be able to go live? But he didn't reply back. So like, is it a battery that I can buy at the store for him, or like what kind of battery does he need to go live? So I don't know.
AGM battery.
I know he doesn't use any electricity.
Oh man,
Mitch.
if I were to run on solar, you know what batteries I'd get?
What's
if
that?
I could, Those cell tower batteries.
The what batteries?
Those cell phone tower batteries. Man, they hold a lot of juice for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can make a battery bank out of them, shit. You can power a house, a shop, all kinds of stuff.
I'm making batteries from old cells from Chinese buses, electric buses.
Buses. Like music?
They're pouch cells. Same power as an 18650 battery. 3.7 volts nominal. And I believe they're pouch cells, so they're probably about 6,000 or 7,000 milliamp hours.
I don't know what any of these batteries.
A lot of people call them lithium polymer batteries, but they're not.
Okay.
They're actually lithium ion batteries in a polymer pack. Oh, they're a little bit different. Higher power.
Powers.
They're capable of 100 amps each.
Oh. Well, hell yeah.
Great for a car application, but these have already been used up, so their capacity is not, they may not be able to put out that 100 amps now.
Mm-hmm.
I have
some sort of setup even for my car.
Ooh, I think I have some right here.
On my, and it's a side post GM with a little bitty battery. Like 59 or something.
I wonder where is everybody? Where's Canoes?
Okay.
Who else haven't we seen in a while here? Canoes. I'd love to see JSUK News come back. I did see Dallas on Tanya's channel. I haven't seen Aaron.
Is Tanya's chat still going?
No, she ended her live stream a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. And that's a battery?
No, this is one cell. I put 7 of these together.
Right.
This was tested at 3.783 volts.
And what's that for? I mean, what can that do?
Well, it came out of a bus, and what I'm doing is I'm building a solar generator.
A solar generator. Huh. Interesting.
It's not really a generator, technically, because it doesn't generate power. It only stores it.
Yeah. What kind of sorcery is this?
And it's called a SPIM or SP1M. I'm not sure which. I'm pretty sure it's SPIM 08 HP. Got these off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
But they came from Alarm Hookup. They're a company over in Pennsylvania.
Right.
And I called them up one day and I said, I got one of your batteries and it's got a hole in it. So they sent me a new one. Still have that battery.
I know electricity can shock you.
Well, I've been shocked by them. I accidentally shorted them out. Definitely wakes you up.
Me and the electricians used to butt heads sometimes.
Well, I have electrical training, but I'm not a licensed electrician.
All I had to do was bring potable water without leaks and then make sure doo-doo goes downhill.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised. There's a little bit of math involved in that. A little bit.
There's actually math and everything.
Discord. I don't know how Discord ended up getting open. Let's see here.
there is a story I heard. I told my mother the story today.
Yeah.
This guy, he rides the rails and has no job. He stops in this one town and he goes door to door begging for food. But nobody would give him anything.
Mhm.
He was just shooing away. And so he went in the middle of town by the park, I guess, and he set up a tripod and a pot,
Mm-hmm.
filled it with water, put firewood underneath it, got a fire going, and then he put a rock in the water, in the pot. People were asking him, "What are you doing?" "I'm making stone soup." "You can't get any nutrition from stone soup." "Oh, I do just fine." They said, they say, "All right, let me taste the water." They taste it. "Well, it needs some carrots." So they chop up some carrots and put in there. Now the person comes by, takes a taste. "That needs potatoes." So he throws some potatoes in there. Now the person comes by, says, "That needs some beef. Beef will really make it taste good." So they threw in some beef. Well, pretty soon he had himself a regular stew and he threw out the rock. Pretty clever.
Pretty cool.
Let me tell you about these 3 iron workers I knew. It was Luigi. He was an Italian guy. And then there was Pedro, who was a Mexican dude. And there was Jimmy. He was a redneck. Anyway, so they're all eating lunch together one day. And Luigi opens up his lunchbox and he says, "Oh no, it's a pizza. I get so sick of the pizza." He says, "If I get pizza in my lunchbox tomorrow, I'm gonna jump off of this building." Pedro and Jimmy just kind of brush that off, whatever. Pedro opens
So
his
did
lunch.
I, Colonel Shaw.
Pedro opens up his lunchbox. Oh no, it's tacos. Every day the same thing. I get tacos.
Tacos. Taco. Oh, I got to get the back scratcher. I'll be right back, guys.
That's heaven to me.
Oh, the
There's
back scratcher is heaven? Oh, tell me about it.
gonna jump off the building. Jimmy says, "Y'all silly." Jimmy opens up his lunchbox, gets his bologna sandwich out, takes a big old bite. Says, "You know what? I'm getting tired of bologna sandwiches. If I get a bologna sandwich tomorrow for lunch, I'm gonna jump off this building with you." Well, the next day comes along, and them 3 dudes they sit on their beam at lunch break. They're about 80 stories up, and Luigi opens up his lunch box, and there it is, pizza. So he says, "It's been a good of knowing you guys." He jumps off. Pedro, he looks at Jimmy. He opens up his lunchbox. Sure enough, there's a taco. Off Pedro goes. Jimmy kind of swallows real hard and he's sad about the loss of his friends. He opens up his lunchbox and there's a bologna sandwich. And with a heavy heart, Jimmy jumps off that building along with him. Well, a few days later at the funeral, Luigi's wife is saying, "Ah, I don't know how this could have happened. He loved me. He told me
We got strawberry cookies,
Pedro's wife
strawberry
said,
filled cookies, or do you guys like these?
I don't understand it.
Wait, which are they?
He
This
makes
way.
my coffee."
The fudge stripe.
All right, Bob, I can't hear you.
And Jimmy's wife
They're on the
said,
table. Now,
As soon
which
as
cookie do
Michelle
you
showed her
prefer?
cookies, I couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. The strawberry cookies I asked, do you prefer, or the striped fudge cookies?
fudge stripe.
Yeah, those fudge stripe cookies been around years. I prefer strawberry cookies.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Jimmy,
little Richard died. Oh
Jimmy's
well.
wife said, I don't know
Yeah, I
what
heard.
Jimmy's was. He fixed his own lunch.
No offense, guys. I never listened to Little Richie. Was he homosexual or no?
I don't think so.
Did you ever listen to any of his music?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
before my
never
time,
did.
but I still liked it.
Before your time.
As my mother's music. For as long as I
Never
can
listened
remember,
to
my
him.
father didn't like
I'll have
music.
to listen to a couple of his songs. I just thought because recent photos people have been sharing, that's why I asked if he was a little gay, just because, he did dress a little weird, but I know for a fact Prince was.
I think Prince was
I
like
don't know, and I don't care.
probably on his mom's side.
Great, my screen just locked up.
Yours did?
Yep, I can't do anything until it stops. My battery's down to 20%. Oh, take that back. 19%.
Yeah, I had a hard time with Firefox the other night too.
I wish I could hook this up. I do have a finished battery out in my truck. 29 volts. And it's about 20,000 milliamp hours. I charge my phone at work and I charge everybody else's phone.
Do you really?
You say, hey, can I use your
You
battery?
know a lot about batteries, battery.
Well, I follow Jehu Garcia, and I learned a lot from that guy.
Who?
Jehu Garcia.
J. Hooger Garcia.
Jehu Garcia, all one word. That's his YouTube.
Yeah.
I think I'm using up way too much memory on my phone right now.
Yeah, sometimes that
Everything's
happens
locked
to
up.
mine.
That happens to mine.
I might have to restart.
Okay, I'll be here. Like I said, I'm going to be here until about 1:30. I would go longer, but the girls wanted to watch the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so. And they're night owls.
That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah. We watched the Johnny Depp one, and I'm sorry, I didn't like it, and I'm just not a Johnny Depp fan.
Really? I love Johnny Depp.
I
I'm like
told
a
Sarah,
man.
I just wish he would come out of the closet because I don't care. That person is definitely a little.
I'm okay with that because he like 100 great movies.
See, but did you like him in that movie?
Yes.
There's just some movies that I don't know. I'm like, really? Like Alice in the Wonderland. I'm like, really?
I don't want to watch some movies with drugs and LSD.
Some stuff just can't be remade. If they were going to remake that movie like Goonies, what they need to do is have the original cast, but have their families go through it. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought that would be cool if Goonies came back and then go on a second treasure hunt. What's that?
If anything needs a remake, it's Goonies.
Yes, definitely.
Some remakes suck though. Friday the 13th. And here's a little known fact, very well known to me. I'm a huge fan of Jason Voorhees. He's the hero in Friday the 13th. But
You got to
anyway,
finish your story, Buffalo Bill said. I didn't mean to cut you off, but for some reason, I hear an echo on my end. Not from you, but from me.
I would have to retell it at this point.
What story? Colonel Shaw said, but Buffalo Bill said you had to finish your story.
The remake of Friday the 13th.
Are we talking about the comedy one or the original scary?
The scary one.
Oh hell no! I used to have nightmares. My brother used to taunt the living crap out of me.
When I was a
Even
little the Plague, right? And I'd
Mhm.
pretend to be Jason Voorhees. He was like a hero of mine when I was a little kid. That ought to tell you a lot about me right there. But yeah, you know, I
yeah,
love him. I was always watching these movies and like rooting for him, you know, because he was done dirty. He come back and he killed innocent people, but still, he's like vengeance, and I love it. Uh, I did not like Nightmare on Elm Street. None of that.
yeah,
No, Freddy Krueger. I don't like some pedophile that's cute
right.
and funny and trying to be relatable and kill me in my dreams. That's not cool. Fuck him. You know? And the remake, I think, was better than all the originals combined. You know, they had that dude that played Rorschach on Watchmen, play Freddy. He did a really good job. Uh, yeah, that was good. Um, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Mhm.
Way better than the original. That's a Johnny Depp movie. Um, Wicker Man.
Wicker
I,
Man.
I am sorry,
Um,
sorry to inform y'all,
Wicker
but
Man, was that with Kevin Bacon?
no, that was Nick Cage, the remake. Nick Cage, and it was way better than the original.
Gotcha.
Way better.
Good night, Buffalo Bills.
Oh, Bill, you leaving? Night,
Yeah,
buddy.
he shared me a link. I'm gonna go look at it. Must want to subscribe to this channel first of all, just in case. Hold on, I'll hit save later. And then it is a video called Boom. The video is called Obama Got Caught. The first will shock the world. It's a 26-minute video.
I honestly don't know why we're wasting our time sometimes. You know,
As far as what?
there's so much evidence out there and has been for years.
Mm-hmm.
There's all this treason and pedophilia and shit just out there for years.
Yeah.
Common public knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happening.
Yep. Right here in our own country.
No arrests. And when the government fails to do its job, it falls to us, and we're not doing it.
Yep. There's so much other stuff going on right now. We have unconstitutional, or what I call cops that are never real cops anyway, breaking in people's homes and arresting people.
Yeah,
We have people getting arrested for not wearing a mask. I wish I was one of them, because I would say, show me right now, before you put these handcuffs on me, show me right now where in the Constitution, or read me, never mind, I would go read me the article saying that I have to wear this mask. Show me. I'll wait.
Now, right there, what you're saying. Wow.
You broke up. Sorry. Didn't hear you. What?
Right there, what you're saying is one thing I'd like to talk about. There's a reason that I'm more patriotic about my state than my country at the moment.
Go ahead.
We are very, very different state to state. We are. It's a melting pot, and we're all Americans, sure, but you know, the shit that flies in California or New York or Michigan, that don't happen here. we would shoot them, and they know it.
Where's where? Where are you again?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah. You're
Now,
pretty Republican there.
do we have our corruption? Oh, yeah. You bet.
Right.
Ain't no police going to come up in your goddamn house here and arrest you for letting your kids go play. They ain't going to make it home to see their kids if they do that.
Right.
You know? And they do police each other here. I'll give them that. They do. The TBI is very good at its job, and it's minded.
Go ahead. I can hear you through the speaker. Go ahead.
So there's that. State government, again, it constantly is constitution minded. Tennessee state government actually cares about its citizens' rights.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't say that about localities.
Right.
I can't say that about localities, municipalities. It's fucked up. National people fucked up. Slices of LA.
Mm-hmm. So you're probably not seeing it like other people are in states like New York, Illinois, New Jersey, and stuff like that. So you're probably not seeing it as much.
Now keep in mind
that is good. That's good to hear.
Now keep in mind too,
Well, that's cool, battery.
I don't have a home to stay in.
That is my battery.
Right.
So,
but are you seeing signs like? I mean, you have to be seeing signs to wear a mask. I mean, that's everywhere.
No, there's no requirement to wear any mask.
Oh wow, there are on like it's a must. You will not be allowed in the store saying blah blah blah. Even people on public transportation are being arrested if they get on a bus for refusing wearing a mask.
That would lead to a lot of dead cops here.
Wow. Texas is even seeing it.
Well,
that's the battery on one of them.
That's one thing.
It's got 7 cells in it.
But,
and a BMS. And I added
the only thing that I've noticed
charger.
Mm-hmm.
Lights.
I'm looking at you too, battery. The only thing I've noticed being homeless is a lot of places are closed.
Right.
It's harder to find a bathroom at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That's about it.
Public schools and all that are closed though, right?
Yeah, schools are closed, but ain't nobody hurting over it.
Schools are open in Australia.
Here our schools, they'll still pick the kids up and feed them between 12 and 1.
I love that hat.
So, you know, the school cafeteria is still
Aussie hat.
And they'll still feed public school children. But they're homeschooling now. The federal stuff was closed, like around the lake. We got a lot of TVA.
Teachers are getting nervous.
Yeah.
That's federal. That closed, but it's open now.
Right.
All of the state stuff. So, like all the little state-run boat ramps and stuff, that was has been open. City parks, most cities here, the park is still open because the state says it's essential that you can go outside
State
and
parks
do
are open here.
But the facilities were closed, so
right.
The park will be open, but like any sort of visitor center or bathroom, that's closed.
Right.
and that sucks too. That's why I had to go to the lake today. I had to make a shelter to wash myself because the community center.
I'm gonna go get me a cold shower.
That that's where I would normally shower at the community center.
Yeah.
And it's free too. You can just come in and shower. Pretty cool. Well, other than that, I mean, I'm just mildly inconvenient.
You just got a new one of those.
People are not being scrutinized for being.
Well, you're lucky because there's some people right now, literally, like I said, sitting in friggin' jail. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to be right around the corner. Sitting in jail and being arrested for no reason at all. And it's so unconstitutional. It makes me sick. Be right back.
I hear
They're
about
opening themselves up to lawsuits.
You're actually right, Hans. I mean, we can only blame other people. We can only blame politicians so much. Ultimately,
I've been hunting from this.
it's our fault. What we're
Joey Gibson was up in Olympia, Washington for a protest. And he was telling everybody, you need to get out there and get active. Do your civil disobedience, because these are unlawful orders.
Yeah.
You need to open the country.
Well.
And he's a pretty good pro-life advocate, too.
That's awesome. I really don't. I don't know.
Well, if you guys are going to be on for a while, I might be back. But I got to get me a nice cold shower. I was working outside today, man. I got hot and sweaty. Probably don't smell good.
Yeah.
My wife's kind of after me to get a shower.
I think everybody just needs to realize that we need to just open everything up, stop listening to the media, and stop panicking.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
The panic here is slowing down because now you can find toilet paper at the store.
Yeah. I went to the local Family Dollar thing, and same here. So I think that is true. You can only
store so much toilet paper in your garage.
It does help, like that they're producing it more, though.
Yeah, the production's up, but people are buying less now.
Mm-hmm. But the food hoarding's still going on.
Oh yeah, I have a hard time finding some things.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous because, like I said, we have elderly people in this town who are dependent on going to the store sometimes just twice a month, and when they go to the store, they can't get the stuff they need. It's just ridiculous.
I tried 3 Costco's trying to find mac and cheese.
The box kind, or?
Yeah, in the box.
The microwave.
They have the other one.
Uh-huh.
The other one isn't the food.
I don't know. From when I was a kid, I think it changed. I just stopped eating it. The Kraft one.
I'm okay. I
don't like it when it's mushy.
And noodles.
I'm telling you how to make food sauce, man.
You gotta make noodles just a little bit undercooked, because if you make it really mushy, then it's just like ugh.
Yeah. You gotta get that out there.
7-8 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Then I add Velveeta.
Oh, do you? Well, a lot of people
put some breadcrumbs on top.
I used to eat that stuff.
Throw it in the oven.
Crazy.
Breadcrumbs, some cheese.
I don't eat a lot of food, especially processed.
You scoop into it, and you bring the spoon up. The cheese is connected.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
I stopped eating a lot of processed stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but chicken doesn't taste like chicken used to.
You're right. Chicken tastes like some weird mutant now.
Exactly. I can't get it. I just went to, where was a fast food place? Where'd we go? Wendy's, and I got a fried chicken sandwich, and it just tasted so nasty. I could just taste the antibiotics in it, and it just tasted so
they have
fake.
beef?
No, they have beef hamburgers at Wendy's, but I decided to have a chicken sandwich instead, and it just doesn't taste like chicken.
Some people go to Wendy's around here and they're like, "Where's the beef?"
Yeah, they don't. It's weird.
Many of the
McDonald's, same thing. I cannot
many of
stand
the
it. Eating hamburgers
Wendy's
there anymore
here
makes me
don't have
sick.
beef.
We used to kill our chickens and eat them.
Yeah, what happened to that crap? I mean, exactly. People used to have their own chickens, and exactly what he just said.
And
Several of my
we
neighbors have chickens.
medicate our chickens, by the way. We had natural
It's
chicken,
legal here.
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
and they had a flavor. You know?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like an honest to God chicken thigh.
I went to the store and got me some chicken flavor you sprinkle on the chicken.
Tyson says, "Oh, we don't ever put anything in our chicken. Then why the hell does it taste like not chicken?"
Tyson is full of shit.
Tyson, what?
It's full of
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, I know they are.
I'll be back later.
All right,
I'm
Ben.
going to charge up my phone, get me a cold shower.
Okay, battery. We'll be
I'm not
here.
having
If
impure
not,
thoughts. I just
I know. If we're not here, we'll see you soon. You're funny. What were you going to say about Tyson?
Tyson is very popular here. Matter of fact, there's a plant right up the road, and there's a whole bunch of Tyson chicken farms around.
Mm-hmm.
Them ain't chickens, man. Those are some sort of fucking mutant.
Thank you.
Have you ever seen whatever breed of chicken that they have in those things?
No, I've seen videos, but in those commercials, I think those are just fake.
They can't even walk.
Wow.
They're born. They're made. They seem okay when they're pullets, and then they just start gaining all this meat, and they can't even walk. They lay there, get sucked up by the truck, and then they go to the plant and they die.
Yeah.
So not only is it some weird, nasty, antibiotic, fucked up abomination of an animal,
Mm-hmm.
it's also grossly inhumane.
Right.
Because do you know how much space those chickens have?
Yeah, I saw videos of these people who went in front of a plant when they were protesting, and I was actually really sad watching that video. And I'm not trying to become what do you call it, a vegan, but that's sad. And I'm not eating that chicken. A lot of chicken I just don't buy anymore.
I used to kill and eat if I named. So
Used to do what?
I used to name things that I would later kill and eat.
Okay.
But I'm ethical at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All animals enjoy the good quality of life. Also,
Right.
until slaughter, I would pet them and love them and care for them and look after them.
Uh-huh.
There was no attitude of, well, we're just going to eat them anyway. Fuck them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
None-
it just tastes. Most of it, if you read it, it says with rib meat. What is that shit? Never seen so much stuff with chicken saying with rib meat. Like, what the hell, man?
There ain't that much rib meat on no chicken.
Even
So,
Kentucky Fried Chicken sucks.
Kentucky Fried Animal is gross. I don't know what the hell that is, but that ain't no chicken. That ain't no chicken. And now they got it the plant-based.
Yeah, McDonald's is even gross. I don't care what anybody says. I just can't eat it. I don't buy it. My kids are like, even the same thing when I used to buy those Tyson chicken nuggets. Like, they just don't, not like they used to back in the day. If anything, Swan's chicken nuggets taste better, but
You know,
Swan's hasn't been around. Huh?
do homemade nuggets. They're really easy to do. You got a
What
food
kind of chicken do you buy? Purdue?
go well, yeah, you can do Purdue, but they still shoot them up with water and brine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do Purdue. The Walmart yellow pack chicken.
Yeah. The ones
that
that are on sale. Yeah.
yeah, that stuff's usually not Tyson, so go ahead and eat that. But anyway, you just take your chicken breast, throw it in a food processor,
Uh-huh.
put in whatever spices you want, put in a little bit of chicken broth. You make little patties out of it, and you roll that in flour, dip that in egg, and roll it back in your flour, and then fry it. And now you
Right.
have chicken nuggets where you know everything that's in it. Easy, super easy to do. And if you want to do a little Asian slant on that, add a little bit of pork to that chicken. Put you some cilantro,
Mm-hmm.
a little green onion, touch of ginger, dash soy sauce.
Right.
Make the Asian chicken nuggets. Super easy. Serve that with honey to dip in. Damn. The hot sauce. Very easy to do. It's just that I understand. I know how it is. You can go to the store and you can get pre-made bullshit, nasty, whatever fell in the grinder nuggets from a factory, pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but pound for pound, you're still going to come out a lot better, money wise, making it yourself, and they're going to be better, way better. So, may as well try it. See what happens. I mean, you could even take some, instead of making them into nuggets, patty them out like hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
That, fry it in the skillet with oil,
Right.
and have you some McChickens at the house, homemade from scratch. Simple, real easy to do. Today I ate a bunch of fruit. I rarely do that.
Right.
Um, Fresh fruit too. I caught it on sale at Walmart because I am a beast like that. Plus, with fruit, I like mine ripe. So, yeah, give me yesterday's fruit. Yeah, all right. Sweeter. So, there's that. But yeah, food is not that big a deal. It's when we buy when everything we eat comes out of a box. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
Even boxed macaroni and cheese, all that stuff is just processed food. And I don't know what it is with processed food, but I can't eat it. Like, my stomach immediately says, no, don't eat this. And my
easiest cheese
husband calls me picky, but he doesn't understand what's in these processed foods.
easiest cheese sauce I can tell you to make.
Okay.
All right. Now you want to coat a saucepan with some oil, olive oil, canola. I don't care, but you can use olive oil. Now you're gonna pour about an equal amount of half and half in that pot, and bring that up to a simmer real slow.
Mm-hmm.
Add about an equal amount of American cheese, and just let that gently melt together. And that is the simplest cheese sauce. It's also a pretty good dip for tortilla chips.
Really?
hmm Matter of fact, that's when you go to a Mexican restaurant and you order queso dip.
Mm-hmm.
That is white American cheese in half and half.
Okay.
That's all that is. Um, Now, if you want to get super fancy, th- throw yourself some butter down in a pan, pour in some milk, and start putting in shredded cheddar and parmesan until you get the consistency you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, add you a little bit of cayenne, just a little bit. Add you a little bit of ketchup in there, just a little bit, very little bit.
Right.
Dash Worcestershire sauce, maybe a drop or two, a little black pepper.
Black pepper's important.
Now stir that into uh, al dente noodles that you cooked up.
Elbow noodles.
hmm
Uh-huh.
or whatever you want. Ziti works good with that. Throw that in a casserole dish. Put your little crumbles on it. Put your layer of cheese. Bake that off. Bam. Now you've got some gourmet mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Super simple. All you got to do is make that roux first.
Mm-hmm.
Equal amounts butter and flour. Brown the
Mm-hmm.
flour. Add some milk. Start adding cheese. Melting that cheese into it. Stirring it up.
Gotcha.
Simple.
Sounds good for me. My kids, only one that eat macaroni and cheese is my daughter Anna or Sarah. That's it.
hmm
When they were kids, they used to love it. But like I said, even my kids don't even eat processed food. Like all that rice stuff, like that rice roni, all of that stuff's just all processed. So what I do is I take white rice, like fresh broccoli, I'll cook that, and then I'll mix it with different spices and maybe throw red pepper in there or green pepper, and the kids love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, President Trump tweeted 2 hours ago he got caught. Obamagate. I love it.
Nice. That'd be even better if something come out of it.
I'm
But
tweeting out to Andrew Cuomo right now. He's saying any nursing home that fails to follow health procedures will lose their license. Remember, if a nursing home cannot provide adequate care, they must call the State Department of Health to transfer the resident. What he means is anyone who refuses to take COVID-19 patients in the nursing homes who are basically ready to die and could spread this deadly virus to more elderly people. If you refuse to do this, I will hold you in blank bitty blank. The man is truly evil, and people need to wake up and realize, let's go of Homo Como. Let's vote him out,
yeah, nuts to that Cuomo sexual.
right?
New Yorkers, I urge you to storm that shit and hang him.
Uh-huh.
Take your arms and overthrow your shitty state government. Also looking at you, Michigan.
Mm-hmm. That's sad that they're targeting. This is all about population control. All again, history repeating itself. Population control against the elderly. What has this disease have attacked mainly? Who are the people dying? The elderly. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not none of those. I'm not one of those freakos. I'm just stating the facts. Are these people dying by the thousands like they're saying? Absolutely not.
You have you not seen the YouTube videos?
I've seen so many. Which one?
The check your local hospital videos.
No, I have not.
Hospitals all around the fucking country.
Facebook, I have seen those videos, but not on YouTube. Go ahead.
They're empty. It's not full of fucking COVID patients.
Yep.
They're just empty. And I can't get dental work done, but some whore can have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a
Isn't
little
that crazy?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
horseshit.
it is. 365,000 babies will be killed by the end of this year. And it has nothing to do with President Trump. It has to do with because abortion is a state by state issue. We do have some states that ban it at certain stages of pregnancy. We have certain states that are totally killing babies at 9 months. So, and again, it's not a blame President Trump thing. President Trump is the most pro-life president we've ever seen. It's an issue where we have governors like Governor Northam, Governor Wolf, Governor Cuomo. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this weak ass congressman who might be Republican, and you or I, like, I voted for Tom Reed. It's like, listen, you're a congressman. Why don't you stand up to the governor? We have so many congressmen and senators who are so weak, no balls, who won't even stand up to their Democratic governors. It's like, do your job.
Absolutely. Checks and balances exist at all levels of government. And what we're doing here is we're overlooking the ultimate check and balance. Us. You know?
Mm-hmm.
In all circles, everybody's so about the Second Amendment, but nobody's willing to exercise it properly. You know?
Mm-hmm.
We all think it's for hunting or for personal self-defense. No, it's to fight a tyrannical government. That's what that's for. And nobody wants to. Nobody wants to form up and go shoot and get shot at. I understand that. I do.
Right.
But I don't, at this point, I think we're too far gone for voting. I think that the only thing that's going to fix this country is us doing just that. We form an army led by vets, get trained, and start conducting military operations against our oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe any amount of voting or decent politicians is going to achieve that same goal. I think that war is the only option at this point. Just saying. That or we just cross our fingers and toes.
Yeah, he said he was going to take a shower. I had to correct it. I said, you're truly evil. What you are saying, if nursing homes refuse to accept COVID-19 residents, you will pull their license. Como supports population control. This time, elderly people are the victims, along with healthcare workers. And it is the truth.
Cuomo is a butt sucker.
Mm-hmm. He is. He truly is. I watched that man's eyes turn completely black when he signed that bill to kill full-term babies.
Oh, that's another thing I was going to ask you about. You remember a few months ago when them people were like talking about post-birth abortions?
Mm-hmm.
Like after the baby's born?
Oh, yeah. 82 times the Democrats had voted against the Born Alive Protection Act. The Born Alive Protection Act was a bill by Congressman Smith from New Jersey, and who else worked on it? Congressman Steve Scalise put a bill together to protect babies who were born after failed abortions. This happens many times. So now this means that the state like New York, if a baby is born outside the womb from a failed abortion, that doctor will leave that baby alone in a medical tray or a bassinet, whatever, and leave that baby alone with no medical treatment, no further treatment, like not even an oxygen mask. So that baby will basically suffocate. It could take literally 10 minutes to 3 hours. And that's very painful. I don't know about you. I mean, if you just take your nose, your hand, and cover your nose and your mouth, just imagine what it's like for baby at that size. They were
Right.
refusing medical treatment for those babies. And not once, not twice, but 82 times the Democrats had voted against that bill. This last time they had 58 votes in the House. They needed 60. So more than two, I think it was 6 Republicans who also went along with the evil Democrats. Chuck Schumer was caught that day with Dianne Feinstein high-fiving each other, cheering that they just completed what they wanted, voting against protecting these babies.
Mm.
I mean, think about that, 82 times. I remember when I went to D.C., and the last time I went to D.C., because this plan was for all the congressmen to get together to sign this bill to bypass the vote with them, to go straight to the House. They got enough votes, and which was cool. I went knocking on a lot of doors for that whole week, making sure that these Democrats signed that bill. And they did. But by the time it got reached to the House, they were 2 votes shy. And like I said, Schumer and Feinstein were high-fiving each other, and they were all cheering, even got caught celebrating at a bar later that night.
Well, all I'll say is this. If I was still into black magic, I would cast a curse and make them stub their toe off.
Yeah. That's why I said we do have what we call the Republican camps. Oh, we're pro-life, but no, there's no but. Either you're going to be pro-life or you're not.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, it's not an issue. You can't be like, I am somewhat against killing babies, or I'm somewhat for killing babies. No, that's an either or thing. You know?
Yeah, we're talking about something totally different. Babies outside the womb will be left alone to suffocate. And that's what they do. They just leave that baby alone. One time, a nurse found a baby in a linen closet, and she had to rock that baby to its last breath.
That is awful.
And this woman spoke how that happened in front of Congress when this bill was written back in 2014 when she tried that. And that baby was left alone in a hospital. I forget what state, don't matter the state, but that baby was left alone in a linen closet because that's where the doctor instructed the nurses to put the baby.
Hey, it looks like we got a new chatter from Twitch.
Banna shortly. Haha. You said loader, Kurt Loader. What the hell? I never said that.
Hello, Manor Shorty. How you doing?
But okay. Alrighty then.
Oh, shoot.
It says only one person on my end in the chat, but it says 5 on YouTube. That's weird.
Jehu Garcia put out a video today.
I have no idea. Hey, Nanner. I don't know how any. It's a damn miracle I even got into. I'm on the panel.
I don't know how politicians sleep at night. How do some of these politicians sleep at night? And then we have assisted suicide going on. You have health insurance companies refusing cancer treatment to cancer patients who are in terminal cancer patients. They're offering them to kill themselves rather than further treatment. Crazy.
Yeah, battery.
Oh, see, there's 5 people watching. Yeah, I see that battery. It's just weird. It fluctuates. The numbers keep changing. I told you there's a little guy behind the curtain in Silicon Valley right now who laugh at people like me and you, purposely messing with videos like notifications or the buffering game, I call it, where like 10 people say you're buffering, where other people saying you're not buffering. They want people to give up and walk away and not come back.
Well, their game. So
that's their game. And they're going to do it until the election.
Officer
Good
Tatum
thing-
has a video about Ahmaud Arbery.
Mm-hmm. Do they really think by buffering, censoring conservatives that all of a sudden we're going to go, okay, well, I'm just going to go vote for Biden. I give up. No, they don't know us very well. They can silence us. They can ban
Makes
us.
us more determined.
Exactly. It's just going to make us more determined, and it's going to make other people on the other side, wait a minute here. I might not agree with the Trump supporters, but what they're doing to them is wrong. Maybe what I'm voting for, who I'm voting for, is wrong. I'm going to switch voting to red instead of blue. You're going to start seeing that too. I think more than 62 million people will be voting for Trump. You're going to see a big number, like 92 million people guaranteed will be voting for President Trump.
Whoa. I'm extreme alt center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not,
I'll run out.
I'm a
Officer
Tennessee.
Tatum is pretty good.
Now,
The show is live.
give me one.
There are some good Democrats out there, but you got to just know who you're voting for. But I'm sorry, these career politicians got to go from both sides. Lindsey Graham needs to go. Bye-bye.
Lindsey Graham, and since I'm a
He's got-
Tennessee, I'll go ahead and apologize for him. We don't tend to send good politicians nationally.
Who was that Jewish guy that was on the Democrats? And he supported the military, so they kicked him out.
They kicked him out of the
Ran in.
Democratic Party, or they kicked him out of...
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
His
kicked him out
seat.
of the Democrat side. I
Hmm.
believe he was in the Senate, and he became the deciding vote in the Senate.
Oh, from the
as
impeachment thing?
independent. No, it was before that.
Okay.
But they call him the most powerful man in the Senate.
Huh.
Because
Is he like
he could
now
be
Republican?
swung either way.
Yeah.
No, he was a Democrat. But he had
I
to run
do-
independent because
Huh.
they
I
kicked him
thought
out of the
maybe it was
primary.
somebody that left the Democrat Party. We do have two Democrat
He was a Jewish
congressmen
guy.
that did leave. I don't know their names. A woman and a male. And then we do also have two Democrat senators who left their party and now going to be going Republican.
now we have a Republican senator, and I hate that
Oh my
woman,
gosh.
Who is your Republican senator?
Marsha Blackburn.
You don't like her?
No, I
She's
hate her.
pro-life. Why don't you like her? I mean, she's more than pro-life. She's a lot of
What?
pro-gun. Why don't you like her?
Corruption.
Okay. Well,
He's-
you have a lot of that. What else? I mean, I have never heard that before, but okay, I'm listening. Why don't some of her policies, her mind thinking, is it her spiritual side? What is it that?
It's the fact she's supposed to be a Republican, but she uses immigrant labor, illegal immigrant labor,
Uh-huh.
on her place. Look, I'm from here.
So she hires illegals to do her yard work.
Not just that. She's got this like little wannabe kind of
Housekeepers.
ranch thing, I guess.
Huh.
I voted for Lamar Alexander over her. He's a Democrat.
Something big in California. California Democrat loses it after Elon Musk files lawsuit over the lockdown
Where you seeing this at?
on YouTube. Tim Pool.
Tim Pool. Let me look that up because that's the second time I've heard that name. Pool.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
It might be under Timcast also.
I've heard
Tim
of Tim.
Pool. He has 751 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah,
It says 304 here.
it says 751. He's
Oh, that's views.
Hey, Banana, I ain't that serious. You can chat and I will address you.
let me put the link to see if this is it. Let me post one of his. I can't post the channel link, but I can post a video. Let me know if this is him. Because there's another one, same name.
Hold up. I'll show you a picture. You can read the headline here.
Oh, Colonel Shaw, good night, brother. God bless you. I'm going to be logging off here in a couple minutes. It's getting late, and well, now we have 6 people in the room, but not a lot of people are chatting. So chat, guys. Quit being shy. I want even my enemies to chat here. I'm not afraid of you. Bring
You
it.
see that?
No, I missed it. Go ahead.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Okay, it's the Daily Mail. Okay, got it.
Are you watching? You want to talk to me about a sandwich?
He threatens to move his headquarters to Texas, Nevada.
Wow. I forgot about the Daily Mail. Do you read that a lot, Daily Mail?
Not usually. I watch their videos sometimes when they have.
Is that Ben?
A Jewish guy.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. He's kind of condescending for me. I'll listen
For
to
some reason though.
Because he's pro-life, but he's a little condescending, like a little arrogant.
For some reason though, when I'm watching the live stream,
I
make about 5 comments and then I can't make comments anymore.
Listen,
somebody keeps blocking me.
Michelle, I get it about the pro-life thing, because this has happened to me over the Second Amendment thing.
Okay.
And just because somebody claims to support something doesn't mean the rest of their being is good. You know? Like that's like Joe Biden. He tried to say he was pro-gun. We were all like, "You're full of shit, dude." Fucking
Right.
Bernie Sanders, he come up with that bullshit too. He was like, "I am not going to try to."
You know me. I'm pro-life, pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be careful, because
that's awesome.
people, especially folks.
I'm not afraid.
This pertains to my area, actually. I
Yeah.
live in the buckle of the Bible Belt.
Okay.
Where is Facebook headquartered?
Silicon Valley.
Somewhere in California.
Oh, he's next then. Gavin New. I
hear what you're saying, Baba. I live in a town that basically hates me just because of my religious views and my political views. I have it in front of my yard. I'm pro-life signs and pro-Trump, pro-Israel. So I even got called a Jew lover. So I'm used to it. And it don't bother me. It makes me stronger.
No problem.
So I wish I lived in Tennessee, because Tennessee is a perfect state. It's a Bible Belt state. They got a great public school. Well, they got good public schools, better than they do here. Not all public schools are great. Take that back. Better public schools than they do here in New York. They do have an option to homeschool through K through 12, and I love that. House property is cheap. It is really pro Second Amendment in that state. Like, you could conceal carry without an issue. You can go in, buy guns without an issue. You can even go buy a handgun that day and not have to wait 6 months like you do in this state.
Here's the
problem. A lot of good things about Tennessee.
Our current governor and his legislative package. Now, governors, they put out a legislative package every year. And, well, they do here. I don't know about anywhere else. And
okay, can I read this to you?
Has to vote on
it. Hold on, better. Yeah, I want to hear it better in a second after Bubba's done. Go ahead, Bubba.
Our legislature has to vote on it. They can't like not vote on it. And he has introduced a bill to give us constitutional carry while making firearm theft a felony.
Right.
So I thought it already was. So I'm like, yeah, do away with the carry permit, because You can't tell me a right and call it a right.
Okay.
The Constitution doesn't say you need fucking permission.
Oh yeah. There's so many. I get it. Like different licenses to do this, and that. I get what you're saying. Permits, whatever. Yes.
Also, too, politicians here, because we're the Bible Belt, like Marsha Blackburn, they might say that they're, this good Christian person
I would
for
have to read.
votes.
I would have to
It's
read what she's put together, what bills she supported. I would have to do my homework.
It's just the same as somebody in California proposing something, liberal.
Mm-hmm.
They may not believe in it, but it'll get them votes.
Right.
Um,
She supported Trump though through this whole Russia stuff. You do have to remember that. I mean, she did have his back.
Yeah.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but you're not the first person who said this about, matter of fact, with the corruption. I do remember people said that it had a lot to do with her campaign and a lot of things that were wrong. And a lot of staff, I think a couple staffers were fired unjustly. So, but I mean, I don't know if you have that all the time, but it's not the first I've heard with that.
Well, here's the thing too, in localities here, we also have the good old boy kind of thing going. So in the smallest counties, if you wanted to be a deputy, you need to be related to the sheriff,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But actually a little bit bigger than people think. We're a little bit more
Smoking the bandit.
Battery, what were you going to read to me?
That story on Daily Mail.
Yeah, I wanted you to go ahead.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. California Democrat says F Elon Musk after Tesla founder tweets company headquarters will move to Texas or Nevada immediately after California county health official says factory can't reopen, despite Governor Gavin Newsom giving the green light. The disgruntled CEO took to comment thread on Twitter to share that he was also planning to file a lawsuit against Alameda County. San Diego Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez expressed her feelings about his decision in a 3-word tweet. We've been working with them, but we have not given the green light, Alameda County Health Officer Erica Pan said of Tesla. She added, we have not said it's appropriate to move forward. Tesla Inc. announced resumed limited operations at its only American car plant in Fremont, California on Friday. An email said Tesla would bring back 30% of employees normally working a shift.
Mm-hmm.
A number of Tesla staffers were either told to work at home, furloughed, or dismissed when the plant shut down. CEO Elon Musk cited Governor Gavin Newsom's new guideline allowing manufacturers to reopen Friday as reason to reopen.
Mm-hmm.
But the county is not allowing it.
Right.
So he said, we might just move.
I would. And teach him a lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Arizona.
He's the biggest one in California.
Arizona would love to have, their state could use it too.
You can see possibly even Facebook doing it too.
Now, that goes back to what I was saying.
I'm so sick. I don't trust anything with Mark Zuckerberg. Like I told my daughter the other day, but she don't care to hear it.
I was really hoping that Elizabeth Warren would be the candidate.
Why?
Because Zuckerberg hates her.
Ah.
She wants to break up his company.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna like switch into me. You're like, oh, you're gonna start supporting her. Don't you kill me. I'm just kidding.
No, I couldn't support her. She's a fake native.
Yeah. So that's what all this stuff about Elon Musk chitter chatter is going on. Okay.
You guys have high cheekbones.
I didn't know
Look-
anything.
Look at me.
I don't.
Who has a high
I'm
cheekbone? Who's saying that?
Elizabeth
Oh,
Warren.
Elizabeth Warren.
Oh,
Look at me.
what
Take
about
a
you?
good look. I am half Cherokee. Half.
Yeah. Look at me. Do you think I have any in me?
Oh yeah.
I'm
You got some,
1/8 Cherokee.
I got a DNA because I'm adopted and I'm sick and tired of not knowing. And there's a lot of what if or what I didn't know, and I found a lot. Not one, not even 1%, not even 0%. Well, of course it's 0%, but Indian. I always thought that's what I was, Native American.
looking at me. Can you tell that there's any Indian in my blood at all?
No, I would have never
I can't.
guessed.
No.
But then
But-
again, you're not really in a lot of light right now, so
I'm rather pink.
yeah.
I got a lot of.
I could tell you, Native. Yes, you. See, maybe a little bit, but again, no real difference. How much I mean, do you have a lot of Native American in you, or
Half.
Yeah.
half? Really? On your would that
Yeah.
be your mom's side or?
Mom and dad.
Wow. Okay.
So
My grandfather was half Cherokee.
both
Mhm.
my grandmothers were full blood.
Yeah. She never did apologize for lying about that, did she?
Now, I don't look Indian.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, guys.
But then again, Cherokee,
I passed for white.
whiter.
Battery smart ass. I love you. Yeah. That was a good one.
Cherokee
I
had
got-
beard.
I got mostly Navajo. I think on my Cherokee side of the family, there's some Caucasian,
Mhm.
which is probably that explains how I look.
What were you saying, Bubba? You were ffinishing up about your parents and that. What about grandparents? I think you were going to. Were you saying grandparents?
Yeah, both grandmothers were full blood.
Okay.
Both grandfathers were half.
I love learning about family trees and all this ancestor stuff. It's
Also,
on my husband's side. That is me. I'm adopted. It's hard.
Look how high the cheekbones are.
Yeah. I found out just on Ancestry.com or whatever that my birth father died. Never even met him.
Your focus is off.
Yeah. Give it a second. There you go.
Bro, you from New York?
Yeah, I'm from New York. I live about an hour, maybe depending on how my husband drives, about an hour and so maybe 10, 15 minutes from Erie, PA.
You could be the last of the Mohicans.
I have none of me. I'm all Western Europe. Mainly.
You know the Cherokee were part of the Iroquois.
Yes.
Wow.
The Cherokee were lighter skinned than most natives,
Mhm.
and some had beards.
That's
that
why
explains.
my sisters always used to say, when I was younger, growing up, they used to tease me and stuff like that, and said the same thing. I was their Cherokee little girl, and
I think I have a little.
when I found out, they were shocked because I do have darker skin, but even people who in Western Europe had darker skin.
Well, yeah, that's the Basque people.
Now, it's. I think I have some
I
European.
wish I could find out more. Again, I'm
on the
adopted.
Cherokee side.
I know a lot about that kind of thing. The Basques, they're darker skinned.
I don't even know what that is. I never even heard that term before.
Well, I'm talking about pre-nation. I'm talking about tribal Europe. You had the Solutreans. You had Proto-Goths. You had the Basques, Northmen.
Moors.
Mm-hmm.
My sister found out she
They're
was
brown.
she was half Jewish. I couldn't believe it because she's adopted and she also went along with the test. And she ended up finding her birth father, who's works for an attorney. Yeah, she can't find her birth mom, but
the Dutch
no,
party?
she knows her birth mom's name, but the birth mom don't want nothing to do with her. I found my birth mom before taking my DNA test, who I rushed into a relationship, let's just say, and no longer talk to her today. So, if anyone ever asks if they're adopted, would it be wise to go find your birth family? My biggest thing would be to tell people, take it slow. Don't rush it. Don't rush into a relationship.
You know what?
When I was growing up in Arizona, I had brown skin.
When I was growing up, my parents told me that I was an accident.
Now I have home
Before
in the land of the Cheyenne.
Before that, when I was in single digits, they told me that they bought me from my big black mammy in Alabama.
Oh my God, I know they didn't.
They did.
Why are parents and people so mean? Oh my good Lord. Oh, no, they didn't.
I was talking to some people down in Alabama, and they said, "Yeah, I'm from L.A." I'm like, "You got a Southern accent." Lower Alabama means something totally different in Alabama.
So my opinion is, if I was adopted, whoever my family was that grew up in, that would be my family. Yeah.
My best friend in the Army was from
He never gave me up.
Birmingham. Originally from Alaska. He's Eskimo.
My sister's married to a dude from Alaska.
I smashed my old phone. Now I can't sell it.
I'm mocking constantly.
Yeah.
Smash it real good.
Oh, I had it listed. I just lowered the price, and just the other day I ended up dropping it. And man, I'm like, shit, there goes $200. Anyway.
Every time I see my brother-in-law, I say, well, if it isn't the ultimate Yankee.
An ultimate Yankee?
Yeah, because he's from Alaska. That's way more.
A little different up there. That's a whole different, lifestyle in Alaska, in the lower 48.
That's how I do.
I would love to go up there and visit Wasilla. Sounds like a nice town.
Yeah.
I don't know the place, but there's a restaurant up there somewhere, and they're known for these huge portions, but it's really good. And they're in a place that's just like a village somewhere up there. Forget what it's called now. It's not in Juneau. It's not in Anchorage. It's not in any of the big places. It's like this. It's like this diner in the middle of nowhere, and it's like really good food and big portion. You know, biscuits the size of a dessert plate. You know, and yeah, I'd like to. Actually, I wouldn't. I'd like to go in there in the summertime because it's fucking cold, and go eat at that place. I'd also like to do some gold because I'm actually into that. I found gold here, but nothing like what they're finding out west and up in Alaska and places like do that.
What's that?
Go pan for gold in Alaska. Maybe Western Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Site around in that area between there and Kingman. I'd really like to try that out. Yep. So what y'all doing? You running out of steam?
Me, no. I was just making sure I deleted that eBay thing because I don't want no more notifications saying, "Will you lower the price?" Since I cracked the phone, I deleted it. Listed. Deleted the
Sure, I'll lower the
listening.
price.
Well,
I kind of have to lower the price now. I broke the phone.
I know
yeah.
video game, but
Mhm.
I listed a video game on Facebook Marketplace
Right.
for $20 under its value. Like this game is still $50 at the used game store. It's
Oh wow.
60 at Walmart new.
Mhm.
I listed it for $30. And I had people messaging me saying, "Man, will you take 10? Will you take 20?"
Mhm.
And I'm like, with, with, sure. What else you gonna trade me for it?
Come on, there's 6 people listening in. Now you're starting to make me feel a little creepy. We got lurkers or I always have this stalker that will just not. I think for the rest of my life I'm gonna have this one stalker. I won't even mention his name, but just
Michelle.
creepiness.
It'd be cool if we get some liberal in here.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would be pumped up, ready to go. Go ahead, Bubba.
It's not you, it's me. It's people watching and they're seeing my sexy as hell mug.
You're a good-looking dude. Like I said, you're a good man. It don't matter. Screw
All
those
right,
people.
I ain't gonna say that.
I don't think that's it. Really, I don't.
And they're captivated. You know, they want to type,
I
but they
think it's the
can't.
person who made the videos of me. I'm just pretty sure. Anyway,
They're like spasming in their chair right now looking at me.
stop. Oh, good Lord. Anyway, guys, it was good to all seeing you guys. I totally forgot about the movie with my kids, so they're texting me.
Oh
But
boy.
they started to watch a scary movie instead, so I won't be watching that movie with them.
Oh, what the hell, man?
Kind of like my wife. She don't like those movies either.
Yeah, they're watching not the newest movie, but the one before it. No, thank you. I'll have nightmares.
It's not even that
I like.
scary.
Oh, come on, though. I don't like
It-
clowns. Like, I want
Oh
to see
man,
clowns as funny and make you laugh and stuff like that, but seeing them the
Talking
other
about Rick?
way, no thanks.
I was watching a movie in a theater.
What's that? Is
over
that
in,
a tattoo?
I don't
Can't
know if
see it.
I can't make it out. What is it?
It's a clown. That's my gift.
From
It's a
here, it looks like
clown.
somebody beat you up.
Hang on, let me oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
It's kind of hard.
I was watching
That's so
Pitch
funny.
Black.
We were just speaking of it, and there you clown. Go ahead, battery.
I was watching that movie Pitch Black in a theater.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
That
But
is
one
with
scene where the creatures inside the hole pull on the rope
mhm.
and she's pulled back. I knew it was going to happen. But this woman, like 3 or 4 rows ahead of me, blood curdling scream,
That's
and
so
then everybody's looking at her. And she starts crouching down in her seat.
like.
We all started laughing.
Hey, Jimmy.
Been there, done that. Hey, Jimmy.
What are you doing?
Somebody's talking. Jimmy
Oh, that's
Beam.
good, Jimmy. I'm only playing. Like I said, I know lurkers are the good people who can't type or maybe they're driving, but it's the stalker that creeps me out. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's all good, Jimmy.
I'll tell y'all this. There was one movie I went to see about 20 times in a theater, and you'll never guess it.
All right, I'm gonna get one guess. Planet of the Apes.
No, I hate that movie.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. But go ahead.
I wish Elon would move his company up here.
The Shadow.
The Shadow.
The Shadow.
Well, no, I don't remember seeing it. What's it about?
That is a remake. It was an Alec Baldwin movie, and that was a remake of a 40s radio show hero. The
Mhm.
Shadow.
Hey, Jimmy Beam, we hardened a lot of our equipment. That was like almost 20 years ago. We had a lot of equipment in the military that they hardened, which means EMPs won't affect it.
Mhm.
Our military will still keep running.
The military is
All an
not.
EMP will do is shut down everything else. The military is still functioning.
I was with the weakest branch, and we're still pretty badass. Just saying.
Right.
Weakest branch.
Huh?
Weakest branch? What
Coast
would that
Guard.
be? Oh, they serve a pretty good function. They protect our coastline
Yeah, they do a lot more than that.
and rescue people. They protect our coastline from foreign enemies. They stop drug traffic, and they also do a lot of rescues.
And they go to war. As a matter of fact, when Operation Enduring Freedom or whatever started, the Coast Guard had to go overseas because the Navy forgot how to do brown water combat.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know about the rest of them, Jimmy Beam, but I worked in communications, and we had equipment that just would be fried, but we also had hardened equipment that would keep running.
Not
Mhm.
only that,
We were prepped for everything.
hardened people.
Well,
You can't
EMP won't hurt us. It hurts
exactly.
equipment.
Now, when you got some badass that either jumps into the ocean or takes down pirates or goes overseas and fights a war, you can shoot all the EMPs you want at that dude, but as long as his firearm still works, he's gonna do something.
Mhm.
Man, I'm liking Elon Musk more.
Man,
Is he a liberal though?
He's a greenie.
I have mixed feelings about Elon Musk though.
Is he a liberal
Yeah,
though?
me too. Huh? Yeah, he's a liberal.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that thinks we're affecting climate change.
And that car that you said that brand that he's
Tesla.
was like a Tesla. It's a pretty expensive car, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with government assistance.
I've seen YouTubers own these cars, and we're talking about YouTubers that are these gamers making millions of dollars playing video games.
Model 3 goes for $35,000.
Yeah,
Well,
it's an unnecessary car to be honest. But go ahead. What else do you have to say?
I'm not sure how much the Model Y goes for.
Huh.
I kind of like the Tesla truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird looking, and I don't care.
Wife's got a Model X back in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you look at that Tesla truck, if it's reinforced,
That is ugly.
Yeah, you could easily make that a combat vehicle, easily.
Yeah,
and an off.
I saw that.
Combat vehicle. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about putting money down on that. Gosh, what is that truck? Great, now I forgot the name of it. I'll think of it later. It's an electric truck. It's come out. They're going into production next year.
Okay.
Jehu Garcia put money down on it. and he's pretty frugal.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a Leaf, and now he has a Tesla, and he bought that truck too. Dang, it was right on the tip of my tongue, just for a second.
Mm. Well, Jimmy, I'm gonna have to.
He's got weird headlights.
Oh, was he bouncing out? I think so.
Oh, he was talking to Jimmy Beam, but
Yeah, and then he said, "I'm
midstream
going
was gone.
to," and then he must have hit the red button. Reminds me of that nuclear button sound thingy.
Take the red pill, but don't hit the red button.
Do not hit the red button, whatever you do. Well, I was gonna end this anyways, like 20 minutes ago, but I love you guys. I love talking to you guys. It was good seeing you too, Battery.
Jimmy
And
Beam.
quit working so hard, will you? I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
I was off for 4 days.
Yeah.
Jimmy Beam. What? I was in the Air National Guard, and my unit was in support of a Special Forces unit, Air Force Special Forces.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't know the Air Force has Special Forces.
Yeah.
My unit was in their building, and then we got shut down, and I went over to one down the street,
Uh-huh.
but we were connected to them, primarily just support unit
Right.
for the Special Forces. And sometimes our people got to go out with them. They had some cool toys.
Did they? I bet.
Where my shop was, now filled with, really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had off-road equipment, four-wheelers with
Right.
weapons on them, boats. But their primary purpose was to fly over an airfield, enemy airfield,
Mm-hmm.
and then drop out of the plane with their equipment, take the airfield, prepare it for use, and the plane would land.
Cool.
They were involved in the last mission in Iraq, which took all the airfields.
I did not know this.
I didn't either until they came to Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. I learned so much just by being here. That's awesome. Well, good night, Battery,
Yep.
and good night, Jimmy and
My
Colonel, and
daughter's gonna
everybody
go-
who's listening in. Wizard, if you watch
My
this
daughter's
later,
gonna-
I had fun.
My daughter's going to go into military intelligence
That's
after
awesome.
school.
Yeah, I'm hoping my daughter Sarah chooses the military, and I told her free college education, Sarah, of whatever you want and desire to do. And if you don't want to go to college, then they can help you go right into the law enforcement. They actually help. In fact, that's what law enforcement look for as veterans.
Bubba's still here.
Bubba's still here. Yeah, I'm closing it. My daughters are watching, like I said, that movie It, and I'm just gonna curl up. And I got Lucy sitting there staring at me, probably getting ready to hunker
saw the
down and
original.
poop. I don't want her pooping on my floor, so I better get her
Are
out.
they watching the new one?
Not the new, but the last one before the new one. So yeah,
Yeah, that's one I've seen.
yeah, I'm not into those movies.
It's kind of creepy.
It is.
But-
It is.
Stephen King's a pretty creepy guy.
You better sit there, I swear, because I'm not cleaning it up.
But he makes an appearance in every one of his movies.
Mm-hmm. Sit, Lucy. Yeah.
Just like,
I don't like creepy clowns.
just like Stan Lee, but both Stan Lee and Stephen King got that from
Sarah,
Alfred
take
Hitchcock.
Lucy out. Yeah.
Man, I loved Alfred Hitchcock's movies. Except The Birds. I thought that one sucked.
Well, I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow, Bubba, right? If you're not doing nothing. I'm sure Wizard will be live. You might not see me on because I might take the night off. But
We
Wizard
go to
should
work
be
at
here.
11
Yeah.
Pacific.
I was on Deplorable Bobby's channel earlier in the chat room. He had an awesome stream earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
He's okay with you now?
Both of us, let bygones be bygones. I apologize. He apologized. And that's what's so great about forgiveness. One person that I reached out and said, I wish she would stop being so mean and spreading so many lies, ended up being worse and the most meanest she's ever been. I forgive her, but I will never ever talk to her, which is DM. I'm done with that. Like, she disrespects many of my followers anyway. So, and I just hope he's okay with that. Just because I might not get along with somebody in his chat doesn't mean I won't support him.
DM knows that I know you and we're friends, but she doesn't treat me any different than anybody else.
Well, that's good, because she has with others, and I don't like that. So, but like I said, I've forgiven. I just don't want to be friends with her, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that. No reason why I can't be friends with people, good people like Bobby. We were friends well before all of that. We're both pro-life. He's a very good man. He's pro-Constitution, pro-Second Amendment. He understands what's going on. And like I said, his live streams. Too, so. Yeah, he's old school, and I love that. My daughter does not understand why I have elder friends. She's like, how come all your friends are really old, older than you? I said, because they're very wise. They're smart. They're street smart, and they get it. They know what's going on. And I just get better along with people who are elderly or my elders or people who are the same age as me. I was like, we understand, you know.
They had the best stories.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well said.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a military person, but yeah. My grandfather used to tell me all the stuff about his the stuff that he did through his life that wasn't military, and it was fascinating.
Yeah.
Didn't like talking about military.
No, I wasn't talking to my ball. You're funny, Bubba. I was telling Sarah to take her out, because if not, she purposely hunkers down and poops wherever in that person's room. Like, if I was upstairs live streaming in the kitchen, she would go upstairs in the hallway and poop, just saying, haha, look what I can do. She's such a good dog, but a bad dog sometimes. She pisses me off. She's like a child.
My National Guard unit, they never had National Guard on Mother's Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But they regularly had it on Father's Day weekend.
Right.
But that was okay, because we had a huge barbecue.
Mm-hmm. We used to do barbecue. We do barbecues for Father's Day and Mother's Day. What we usually do is go to the zoo in the morning. I go to the gun range in the afternoon or whatever. But I couldn't do any of that today.
I was going to make burgers on the barbecue. I went and got gas for it. So I make burgers and roasted corn on the cob.
Yum.
On the barbecue. But the wife wanted Red Robin. Yum.
Nope. Everything went completely not the way I wanted it today, but no complaints. At least my girls, spent a little bit today with me. But then again, they did their own thing after a while. My husband disappeared all day, let me sleep in. So I guess that was his gift to get out of my hair. Would have been nice, though, if someone would have cooked a meal for me today, but...
Look at that cutie.
Oh, that's adorable. Too bad Lucy's not here. I would show Lucy, make her jealous.
And there's that same puppy with Mama.
Aww. Oh, the thing is, puppies grow up so fast. Lucy was the cutest little thing, and now she's like a monster. Not like a real monster, but...
There's Mama again.
She can be. She's so spoiled. That's the problem.
This dog was Nervous Nelly.
Nervous Nelly? Yeah.
She always was shedding. And she wouldn't. She got a hard time eating.
Anxiety. My dog Lucy has anxiety. If I'm cooking eggs or frying something on the frying pan on the stove and that little sizzling sound, she'll jump on Tom's lap for that. I don't get it. I don't understand, but whatever. Weird. All right, Battery, I have to use the potty anyways. I hate to just keep going here. And as Sarah's taken out Lucy, she hasn't come back in, so I want to check on her.
I want to talk from there.
Well, we have a fenced-in yard. Just you never know. What if there's some creep outside? But then again, she probably would scream. And the basement window's right here, but I don't know. She's probably outside in her shorts. I
That-
told her to put a
That dog
jacket
was
on.
nervous, but she liked to go up to people.
Yeah.
But she would
Dogs are our
do
best
it with her
friends.
tail between her legs.
Yeah. Dogs are our best
And
friends,
the first
Bubba.
time they saw sheep, oh my gosh, they're like, "What the heck is that?"
When we lose our best
They're
friends, it's
sheepdogs.
hard. I don't like when
Those were
dogs die.
sheepdogs. Yeah, they. I had to go off to military training, and I couldn't have the dogs.
Yeah.
So they went to different homes, and one died, and then the other died because they missed the other one.
You know, you can come over here and say hi to Battery. Quit being shy. But thank you. I love you too. She's going like this to me.
That's
I was
good,
going to come in and check on you too.
especially for a teenager.
Oh, fun, fun, fun. All right, Battery. I'll see you later on tonight if you're around on Wizards Channel. If not, you know, I'm just chilling with the kids. Good night, everybody. God bless.
Man,
Good night.
happy Mother's